whoever sees this. I am at the beach on a beautiful Saturday. This is Maroubra. I said it correctly this time. Maroubra oh, that's what it is. Maroubra Beach. Anyway, it's one of the closest beaches to my place in Mascot, which is one of the many districts and neighborhoods in Sydney. So I was telling my friend Nicole yesterday that she was asking me if I was like homesick, and like it's been a month. I feel like I just got here like last week. It's been almost 2 years since I graduated college. That's crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? I do genuinely miss everyone and the bay and like lots of things about it, but I also just love where I am right now. It's just been more amazing than I could ever imagine. Look at this view. Oh my gosh, look at those colors. At first I was like, oh, like the sunset won't look very good and stuff because the sun sets on that side, because the beaches, like Ocean Beach and stuff in the bay, it faces east, but the beaches here face west, or at least I'm on the western side, so obviously they face west, so the sun sets over there. So that's why like everyone in Sydney, they're like morning people, because everyone wakes up to see the sunset on that, or sunrise on that side. I just kind of made that up and felt like it made sense, so I'm so sorry. I am talking so fast. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of a conversation I had with Gloria right before I left, where we were talking about like people who talk really fast in like business or whatever. People try to talk slow so that more people can understand and they seem more knowledgeable and professional. So right now I'm doing exactly everything that is wrong in the professional world, but whatever. But the main point I want to share in this video is just a really tiny glimpse of the many things I am learning as I'm internally like reflecting on things, I guess. There's a lot of like thoughts that come up in my mind, but I don't really externally process all of them because it's just so many and I get overwhelmed. Some of you guys have like told me, oh, you should blog or like write updates. Like honestly, it's been really hard for me to get myself to do that just because there's so much I could talk about, and I don't know, it's just like a lot of pressure to like word everything correctly, especially when my mind works like this, when it's like all over the place. The one thing I wanted to share was just how I've been getting more and more perspective about what the goal of life is. just a small thing. When we say, a lot of people, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? What's your goal in life? Almost everyone I hear always says like, I just want to be happy. If you know you're a Christian, be used by God. I want to honor God, and those are all very valid. I have also said that a lot. Like growing up in the Bay and that culture of like happiness actually is very intrinsically tied in with this idea of success, that it's very hard to rip and like separate the two, like being content with exactly where you are and not striving to like do things and make things of yourself. I think a lot of the times we're like restless and we're like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? Or I'm like, I want to be used by God, so like what do I do? Like even that stuff, it's like really good. Of course, like God wants to use us and we should be like asking him like, how do we do things for you? But like God is telling me it's not about doing, it's not about making anything of yourself. You're already perfect as you. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Okay, what I really wanted to do with this video was read this passage, because I was just like reflecting on it earlier. It's part of this like Bible plan I do, part of the Bible app, and I was like reading it and I was like, whoa, it's really relatable. So I will read it, and that sums up what God is teaching me. And it's very cliche, but it just applies. It's relevant. Psalm 23, 1-3. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And I really feel like, just like this past few weeks, God has been teaching me he is really my shepherd. Like I don't have to worry. I can just follow him and like be the little sheep that I am. Just like graze them on the grass and on the beach. I shall not want. Like our prayer is always like, I want to be used by God. But like, I just felt like God was telling me, no, your prayer, your number one prayer should be, I want God. I guess in the Bay when I was I had a lot of like distractions and like antsiness and just like so much going on, and even though I wanted to be still, it was like very, very hard for me. And I just felt like these past weeks has been like kind of like an extended retreat almost. Having my soul restored, I think that's like an ongoing process, but definitely something I've been feeling more of lately. And yeah, if you are Christian and you would like to pray for me, I would request prayer for that, for more intimacy with God and more understanding, deeper revelation of like what does it mean to just want God and love God, and that's enough. Everything else comes secondary, and it's something like I feel like we always think about, at least I think about, but I feel like it's only been these past few weeks that I've really been able to like deeply experience that more, being in this kind of different culture of just like being instead of doing. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. Maybe I'll do another one of these next month. I don't know. I talk really sporadically. I mean, my mind just works really weirdly and sporadically. So, if people enjoy this, I will continue doing it. If not, I might still continue doing it just because I enjoy documenting things, as many of you know, and also sharing things I'm learning. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. I just don't know exactly how I want to get it out there or share it, but we'll see. All right, bye.